10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Favorite wrestler of all time.
Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Way back. I mean, this dude's like 70-something years old, still signing autographs, but he was that guy wrestling with Ric Flair way back when he first started. But he's my all-time favorite. And then it'd be the Stone Cold Steve Austin for sure.
Yeah. Timmy, didn't the Steiners brothers wrestle at Michigan?
I couldn't tell you, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day when they first came out, they came out in their Michigan onesies or whatever the wrestling thing
is that what it's called, a onesie?
Singlet.
Singlet. That's better.
They did actually wrestle at Michigan. Rick Steiner's son is now actually wrestling for WWE, so you kind of see that generational thing going on there.
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
I've only been to one live wrestling event, and that was at the Lincoln Armory, and it was one of the most interesting things I have ever seen in my life. I mean, I've never seen so many grandmas getting fired up, yelling at these wrestlers, and they just fed off. They just fed off the crowd too. It was
way back when he first started.
Whoa! Hey.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I was checking to see. I got a text that said there was some echo. I had to fix it.
Okay,
you got it fixed.
I got it fixed. That's why I was checking to see if it was fixed.
I was gonna say once.
Yeah. See.
All right. So who wants to transition next? I done blasted off 2 questions. So.
I mean, the probably the most important question is, what's your favorite podcast?
2 Hicks, 1 Yankee, man. This is top. This is up there, man. This is it. This is the best podcast out there. I listen to every single one of your podcasts, guys. I laugh at you a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I laugh at you, but I'm also going, oh my God, they're either taking something, drinking something. I don't know. So, but yeah, it's good times, man.
You were there when it all began, remember?
I do. I remember. I remember eating a whole lot of calamari that night too.
That was on the boat, right? Yeah.
That was good.
That was on. The funny thing is, I've never heard that. I've never heard that again. I know y'all got it, but I hadn't even heard it. But it was fun when we did it for sure.
I think we still have it. I'm
sure.
Yeah,
we got it. Yeah, it's in the archive. It's in the vault. Paid access.
Yeah. So, Ronald, I know you're a sports guy, and you got football season coming up, and on Friday nights, what you got going on Friday nights?
Man, so this will be my 5th year as a North Carolina high school football official. So I'll be doing covering varsity games Friday nights, JV games Thursdays, middle school Wednesdays, and probably a little bit of peewees and mighty midgets and all. The guys are still about my height on Saturdays, stuff like that. So, that's pretty fun. This will be my 5th year doing it. I coached varsity football for 17 years, took 2 years off, and got into this. So, yeah, it's been fun, man. I enjoy it.
You're a side judge?
Yeah, I'm either a lineman or head lineman. The chains or the planes, what I call it. So it's either one side, the head linesman with the chains, or just the linesman. So it's a lot of fun. It's interesting. It's a lot to pay attention to. I learned real quick that the football field has to be cut up into little pies, basically. You can't watch the whole field.
So, Ronald, have you ever seen anybody quit in the middle of a game?
Yes. I've seen players quit, and I've seen officials quit. I've seen players and officials quit. It's been it's very interesting.
What do you think? What do you think about those umpires that quit in the middle of a game?
Well, I've never seen one walk off. So when I say quit, they've basically just stopped playing. I've seen players walk off the field, throw their stuff down, and walk away. It's unprofessional, man. It really is. Because
whoa! Wouldn't you say there's a difference between adult softball humping by yourself and you got some grown men threatening you in the park to come out in the parking lot compared to coaching football with what do you got? You got like 5 referees. You got a head umpire, you're a head ref, you got line judges, you got all kinds of guys out there. Y'all can team up.
So here's the thing. One thing I do know is we do have 5 officials on Friday nights. We also have police officers that are standing there waiting for us to come off the field. They escort us to the rooms, get dressed. They're waiting for us when we come out and take us to walk us to our cars. I get what you're saying, and I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but in New Jersey they just had an under 12 or under 14 youth tournament, and a big, huge coach for the team didn't like the call. Sucker punched the umpire, who was 72 years old, and broke his jaw, got to have surgery and wires and everything else. But, you don't really have a lot of police officers or security, for that matter, at those games, those tournaments. And if you do, you usually got a lot of softball tournaments, baseball tournaments going on where there's only 1 police officer, maybe 2. The guy sucker punched him and ran. And they said he was built like a linebacker. I never seen a video. I just read an article on it. But, yeah, on our case, we do have school security, plus the principal and the administration's always there, and they have 5, 6, 7 police officers in the general area. So we are protected as far as that goes. The hard part is on the sideline is when the coaches really want to come at you and they get attitude. You just got to walk away from it. And, the little yellow flag is a magic peel. So,
yeah. So Timmy, you didn't have? You mean tell me the church league didn't have security for you?
It ain't no church league, first of all. But no, there's no security, and they wanted me in the parking lot. I can't umpire no more. I got to go out and I got to defend my honor. But hey, real quick, we really didn't get the intro to what Rhodes does, and you were also a sheriff deputy, right? So, what is the craziest thing you ever seen in a courtroom?
I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. I was able to sit in district court where you get a lot of traffic violations, misdemeanor type stuff. Also worked in superior court where we dealt with juries and dealt with the felonies, high traffic and drugs, rapes, murders, things of that nature. I'll tell you the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in a courtroom was a gentleman came into district court, was charged with DWI, driving while impaired. He came in and the judge, he was going to get sentenced. He knew he was going to get 7 days. His lawyer had already told him he's going to get 7 days in jail. Guy walks in, he's standing there, and he's kind of wobbling back and forth. And the judge is talking to him, and he slurs his speech. Judge says, "Hey, are you impaired?" He said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." And she said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." And she said, "What was you think? You know you're going to jail." He said, "Yes, ma'am, I knew I was going to jail for 7 days, so I finished off my 40 in the parking lot. Figured I'd go ahead and get drunk before I went to jail." So
you can't let that get warm, man.
I put my head down and started laughing. The whole courtroom bust out. Even the judge started smiling. And she said, "You plead guilty?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." And that was it. He said, "Have a good day," and went to jail drunk.
You ain't never had to rub nobody up in the courtroom or nothing like that. You ain't had to take them down or.
Yeah, we've had some cases where those kind of cases get really when their freedom's taken away from people. Some people they get mad, even though they know they did it. They know they're guilty. They even plead guilty. But some of the worst ones we've had is like a lot of cases involve children or death, and the parents and the families there, things like that. You got to stand between them, and they want to get up and fuss and fight and things like that. And it's difficult. We've had to escort people out from cussing out the judge and things like that. I have tackled a guy in the courtroom. He tried to come across the wall, tackled him, put him on the floor, used enough restraint to get him to quit, and carried him. And then he was held in contempt of court, and he went to jail. And so, yeah, we've had things like that. I've had a domestic in the hallway of the courtroom where a guy decided he wanted to slap his girlfriend in the hallway, and that was interesting because, you know, I'm 5'5", maybe 5'4", depending on who's measuring my height. This guy was 6'2", and that was an interesting thing. But I got it on video, so it was pretty cool. Nice little football.
Did you go low? Did you go low? Did you go low?
Way low. I went.
He didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice, man.
That's messed up.
Didn't have a choice.
What was he gonna do? Jump off?
He could have got on the table and jumped off the top rope and
No.
Honestly, did you say, Chet, I'm going to climb on you like a spider monkey?
No. When he was on the floor, I did climb on him like a spider monkey, but other deputies that came out, so it was that. But I will tell you, I've held over $100,000 worth of cocaine in my hands from a jury trial, which is like, holy cow! And you're looking at it going, oh my God. I've held murder weapons, things like that. But what people don't really understand is in the courtroom when you're dealing with that stuff is you have the people who investigate crimes, then you have the people who do the arresting, then you have the interviews, then they get on the trial and stand. As a deputy in the courtroom, you hear the beginning. It's like a novel. You hear the beginning to the end of when, everything. And I've held murder weapons, knives, guns, shotguns, and heard the stories from both sides and things. So it's pretty crazy.
Have you ever broke out of character as the deputy in there and started laughing? Like I've been in courtrooms and there's some funny stuff that gets wrong.
Yeah.
And you just can't hold back. You're like, oh man, that's great. Why would you say that?
Yeah, absolutely have, man. That's just like I told you a story a minute ago about the guy with the 40. He was hilarious. The dude was funny, and we all laughed. And you maintain a professionalism, but we're all just you can't take everything so serious.
That dude had a plan.
You just
he had a plan.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go sleep this
off.
He's like, I'm hungry too. What time's lunch?
Yeah.
Get some.
Now,
I'll tell you something.
Ronald, let me ask you: was when you worked at the courthouse? Is that when you had to do those protests? Didn't you? What protests were those? You were in like on TV. You're famous. You're in the newspaper, TV.
About that. So yeah, they were up there during court hours. There was a lot of people there. They were protesting the Confederate statue there at Gaston County Courthouse. Well, the problem was that protests were not allowed during court hours because you got civilians coming in, people who want, they're just there to do their jobs, go in, records checks. So the judge put an order out that there's no protest before 5 or until after 5 o'clock when court is over. Well, they went into the courthouse. There was some Black Panther members there from out of state. A lot of people from out of state. So we got called up there. We went up there and basically formed a line, and without touching anybody, we pushed them back, kind of walked towards them, pushed them back. There was no physical contact. Well, until one of the Black Panther members decided he wanted to stop. And when he did, he approached the deputy, which was administrator from our office, and he placed his hands on him, took him into custody, and the rest of it just kind of went from there. The picture that you saw, a lot of people, the backstory of that is there was a yellow line, caution tape. Once we moved them past that caution tape, she had a cardboard sign. The other deputy that was with me, she hit him across the face with the sign. And at that point, we jumped on her, tackled her, and just used enough restraint to put her in handcuffs, and she was arrested for assault. Crazy thing is the blue hair is a wig, and it was halfway on, halfway off. When we was walking her to the magistrate's office, she spun her head around, the wig fell off and fell on my shoulder, and we walked to the magistrate's office just like that. once we were out of the view of the camera, she was like, "Hey, are we out of view of the camera?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She started laughing and apologizing, and we just had a conversation. You know, she was like, "You know what? I know." She's like, "I know y'all just doing y'all's job," and you know, we checked on her, make sure she wasn't hurt or anything, because this was last summer when that picture and all happened. But she was out in less than 10 minutes. They gave her an unsecured bond, and she was out in less than 10 minutes and back out there. And she come up and just kind of nodded her head, and that was the end of it. But that picture is went viral, and it's the actual videos on YouTube. It's got like 5,000 views or something last time I looked or something. I don't know. And but now it's up because they want to put it in the museum of Gaston County, which I'm glad they're not going to do it.
Yeah. So we can see by your hat that we've talked about it already. You're one of the biggest Clemson fans I know. And
absolutely.
You know, with this football thing coming out, and your head coach is out there and saying this NIL, he's kind of on the Saban train too, because Clemson and Alabama have been 1-2 in recruiting for the last 4 or 5 years. Well, now that how do you feel about that name, image, likeness thing? Do you think it's good for college football? Where's your thoughts there?
I think it was bound to happen, and I think with so many people pushing for it and saying all these kids, it's not enough. They can't eat. You got players come out saying they eat bologna sandwiches during the weekends. They're not getting this, not getting that for so long. I think
but no Clemson or Bama players have ever said that because they were paid before, right?
No,
they weren't.
I don't know if they were paid or not. They didn't call me and say, "Hey, can you help us with this?" So, I don't think any college players, not a big booster. And I don't think any college players were paid, man. But to be honest, when you that's a sarcastic one there. But anyway,
no.
When you look at what the money these schools make, they make a lot of money. When you're paying coaches several millions of dollars a year to coach football. These kids look at that, and then these boosters are like, okay, what can I do to help? You get a kid from down and out that's never had anything, and you're using my name, my picture, my face, So I think NIL is good. I just think that they need to reel it in a little bit, put some more structure on it. But the NIL, the thing about it is a lot of these kids are making money on social media. They're making money on Instagram, YouTube, things like that, selling shirts and things, and also if you look, there's a website called on3.com that talks about nothing but NIL stuff. And the top 10 NIL, there's several of them are high school players or high school, like Barnaby Jones, LeBron James. His son is projected to make $6.3 million on the NIL, and then they talk about other players. There's a Clemson player coming in 2023, a quarterback. He's already making $500,000 NIL, and he's going to Clemson. I think NIL is good. I just think they need to put some more regulations on it. The problem with it is the boosters are going to start buying players, and I don't know if it'll come out till later on, but I believe it's going to come out at some point where you see Caleb Williams going to USC with Lincoln Riley. I mean, everybody saw that coming. Yeah. And then you got the player going to Tennessee, the number one quarterback coming out of high school in 2023. He's already committed to Tennessee. You got the quarterback that left Ohio State that redshirted. He's going to Texas.
He made $1 million that first.
He made $1 million, and it's just one of those things. You got another quarterback in Texas.
I think the big issue is though with the NIL and the transfer portal are kind of smashing against each other. So these kids are getting that money, the NIL deals, and then go their year, sit their year, and then they just transfer, and then they go play somewhere else. And guess what? I got this market down in the Midwest. Like I go to Notre Dame, I get $1 million. And all right, now I didn't play the whole year. Now I'm going to go out to the West Coast and get another $1 million over here. Right. I think that's a big issue. I think they got to fix that. Are you a Clemson fan with just football or all sports?
All sports. Clemson. If Clemson's playing, I'm pulling for Clemson. I don't care who they're playing. I don't care if they're good in one sport or not sport. Basketball is not a big sport for Clemson. They're not they've had problems, but guess what? If they're playing, I'm pulling for them. Yeah, that's what I hear. When I watch on TV, I see Clemson with the ball bouncing up and down. I mean, their basketball is not very strong, but I'm a Tiger fan through and through. I am not this fan,
I know,
or a person that likes South Carolina and Duke and Carolina. That's not me.
You talking about me? You thought?
Hey,
y'all trying to talk about me?
hey,
Huh? You want to throw some
Where's
shade?
Joel at?
Oh,
Where's
nah,
Joel
man.
at?
Come on.
I'm here. I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
I mean, come on, man. You guys crazy.
No, man. I'm not that. No, I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I will pull for other college teams, but if
But
they're
you
playing
do
Clemson,
understand
there's
your
no
fan
chance
base, a
I'm
big
against
part of your football fan base is fans of other like basketball teams, and you understand that part.
Yeah,
them.
but hold on.
It probably is true, but I just don't. That's
No,
not me.
I
That's not
commend
that.
you on
I'm
that.
not
I
that.
like that. Yeah, it's good.
Ronald, didn't you play for Gardner Webb, or didn't you go to Gardner Webb for your degree? Didn't you graduate from Gardner Webb?
I graduated from Gardner Webb with my bachelor's degree. I sure did.
So you don't pull for them?
Unless
they
they're
the
playing
Bulldogs?
Clemson, I will
Aren't they
pull
the
for Gardner
Bulldogs?
Webb. But if they're playing Clemson, I'm not pulling for them. I'm pulling
You
against
better
them.
not.
But you pull for them if they're playing another team. You're
Well,
a
that's
fan.
what I
You're
said.
a
I do
fan
pull-
of. You're a fan of theirs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a fan
Yes.
of multiple teams.
Yes,
Okay.
unless they're playing Clemson, then
No.
Clemson. I pull
No,
for Clemson.
I get that. I get that. That's kind of fan I am too. We said the same thing.
As the commissioner of the fans, that's Ronald's answer is acceptable. Yours is not.
Not acceptable.
Yours is not acceptable.
Not acceptable.
He's a fan of multiple teams.
Who's your pro team? You got a pro team in football?
I know who his pro teams are. Can you guess? Let's just take a guess. Who's Ronald's
Panthers.
NFL team?
No,
No.
San Francisco 49ers.
49er. Well,
Yes, sir.
who's his baseball team?
I don't know.
No, it ain't the Braves.
Yankees.
The New York Mets.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
he's
No,
a
hold on.
glutton for punishment. I like it.
All over the map. All over the map. You guys aren't. I mean, you're not a real fan either, Ronald.
Oh yeah.
All
Oh,
over
yes.
the map.
Brian
yes.
might not be able to tell you where the New York Mets are located at.
Shea Stadium.
That's a right.
Yes, sir. Pull for the Mets. Pull for the 49ers too. Yes. But overall, Clemson's that's my team. That's my number one team there. So
We've been to a few games. I've had my heart broken a few times down there, and the second
You missed a
Death
field goal
Valley.
down there.
We
were there.
We were at the game. We were literally on the 35 looking at the Jimmy.
Chip shot.
We're in the top row. I'm the only state fan I can see.
I'm
Yep.
sure.
It is
That's
just-
a beautiful place, by the way. That stadium and where it's located at is beautiful.
and I was trying to be a good fan. I was really quiet, and I was like,
you don't want to get killed either, though.
Yeah, no. I said if he hits this field goal, I'm running out to the middle of the field and I'm doing a snow angel on that Clemson ball.
Missed it.
And as soon as he kicked it, the whole student section to the right erupted, and I was like,
yes. Before the
Destroyed.
ball even got through the goalpost,
Yeah.
through that side, it was crazy.
And like
crazy.
3 plays later, we were walking back to the car.
Interception.
What's a good fan, Ron? Or Joel? You said you were trying to be a good fan. What does that even mean?
He was trying not to get killed.
Well,
That's what he's trying to do.
There's,
He didn't want to get his ass whooped.
I
I
was outnumbered like 1 to 1,000 in that stadium.
Yeah, that's
Probably
true.
way more than that.
I mean, I would have fought my way out of there. No,
Somebody was going
I
to take
would've-
something. Somebody was
Yeah.
you were going to get two or three of them.
And the guy beside me kept pulling out
I mean,
bottles. And like I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, you're gonna need this. You're gonna need this. And I'm like, we're up.
I think you had a couple of them, but
Yeah.
yeah,
He tried
that
to
was a
give
good
me
time.
one more, and I was like, ooh. It was not a good.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Now, if you're a fan of if your team's playing the University of South Carolina, you might as well be prepared to fight down there because them boys down there, man, they are some wild fans. If they're losing, Lord help. But I don't like University of South Carolina anyway. So
That's a shocker.
Yeah.
So, but it was either be a South Carolina fan or a Gamecock or Clemson, and because I'm originally from that area, Columbia in the area down that way, and there was no way I was going to be a Gamecock. No,
You're from the
absolutely not.
Columbia area?
Yeah, a little town called Lugoff, right out about 20 minutes outside of Columbia. Yep.
You don't want to be a cock? You never wanted to be a cock?
No. I was gonna be a tiger. That's what I am, a tiger.
Game.
I'm not gonna be
Somebody-
I'm not gonna be that either.
If somebody called it lug off, would you get offended?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
It's lug off, but whatever.
He just got offended.
I know,
He
from
did.
heart.
He did. He got a little upset. I've been through lug off once. I was lost.
Yeah.
It's easy to get lost.
There's a couple traffic lights there. There ain't a whole lot going on in Lugoff, South Carolina. So
No, absolutely not.
So, we got some random questions here, so everyone can chime on this, but we'll start with Ronald first. If you had to work but didn't need the money, what would you do?
Oh, man, I'm doing it now. I'm working at the sheriff's office, and I like doing SRO, man, working at some of those elementary schools now. It's pretty fun, especially you get to know all the kids, a lot of parents know who you are, so it's actually rewarding. You build a lot of relationships there in doing it. But, I also do supply for the Gas County Sheriff's Office, and I order the uniforms and stuff like that. So I get to work with the budget a little bit. So that's been pretty fun. But, yeah, I mean, that's fortunately that's what I get to do now. And, so that's kind of where I'm at.
I know that feeling. That's exactly the way I feel. I'm a professional podcaster. That's what I want to do if I worked and didn't need the money. Same way. Me and Ronald living our dream, living our best life.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Joel?
I would probably be like a fishing guide, a charter guide or something. Way I could be outdoors and, help people go fishing. I mean, I love to fish. I wouldn't say I would be a professional golfer. I love to golf, but too much golf would probably be a little too much. But going out and having a boat and taking people fishing, in deep sea or intercoastal or whatever, I think I know that's a lot of work with a boat and some overhead, but I think I'd love to be a charter guide. Timmy, OnlyFans, is that your answer?
No. I'm kind of
That's his reality.
I'm kind of doing it now. I love taking care of vets, but the I wouldn't mind being like a mayor of a small town, and just having that power and just getting free coffee, which I don't even drink coffee, but that kind of thing, or just something where people just hey, give that guy free stuff.
Kind of like being a readiness NCO all over again.
Yeah. I would never think public service would be a
Oh, it would definitely be a small town.
Yeah.
Small town mayor.
You talking about the one Ronald grew up in, that small?
Yeah, I don't know where that town's at, but yeah, not too big. How about my neighborhood mayor? I want to be the HOA president.
HOA mayor.
President. I want to be the HOA president.
No way, bro.
Oh,
Really?
no.
You want to?
With full power. There's no debates. There's no what I say goes.
Oh, so you're a socialist.
I want to be
I got you. You're a socialist.
I want to be a dictator in my neighborhood. Yes.
Yeah. He's socialist. That explains a lot. Yankees come down from up north.
Take over.
I got you. Yeah. Socialist.
Turn the red states blue.
Fits right in right now, huh? So if you won the lottery, Ronald, what's the first three things you're gonna do?
Man, hiring a lawyer and an accountant, that's for sure. And then I'm definitely paying off all my bills for me and my family. That's probably the first three things I'm going to do immediately. But then I'm going to buy me about 100 acres of land and build my own little compound. You got to have a passcode and a challenge word and all that good stuff. But I'll share
Can I
it
get
with you
that
guys.
sun drop you owe me from 2003? You still owe me a sun drop from 2003.
How do I owe you? I don't know about that. Wait a minute. You got to remind me, because I think we had sun drop delivered while we was deployed a whole lot.
Yeah, you owe me one.
But I'll get you a sun drop. How many you want?
Thank you. Just one.
All right. Oh, you a sun drop. But yeah, with the lottery, I'd definitely buy you a sun drop. Matter of fact, I'd give you, about 2 or 3 of them.
You buy a whole truck, just a subscription to Sundrop. Just pull up to the mailbox and just drop it off.
Yeah.
Tim, you ever drink Sundrop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all ain't got those up north, but
No, it's kind of like Mountain Dew, but I get
Oh,
it.
come on.
No,
Come
it's
on.
not. There's no way. There's no
Timmy.
way. Oh, gross.
Timmy, what you just
Y'all
said
ever
is
had Fago? You ever had Fago? You had some
Yes.
Fago pop?
yes.
Yeah. How about some Fago rock and rye?
Oh,
What you
God.
just said is kind of like us saying we're going to put hot dog or ketchup on our hot dog.
Then you
It's
go ahead.
sacrilegious.
Dude,
Sacrilegious.
that's disgusting.
I'm good with Cheerwine. I'm not a big fan. I like Cheerwine.
Sundrop's the nectar of the gods, man.
Mhm.
I can't drink it. It hurts my stomach.
Yeah, it gives me
It
heartburn.
Sundrop will definitely cause kidney stones too if you're not careful. So
A lot of sugar.
I'm with you.
Well,
If I won the lottery, it's the same few things, but I definitely would invest in land and maybe buy my own little island. I think that'd be cool.
I'm getting a yacht and say, hey boys, let's go to somebody drive the yacht over to the, Monaco or something like that. I'll fly everybody out there. We'll have our guys trip will be Monaco instead of Atlantic City. It'll be Monaco.
Yeah. Buy one of those high dollar RVs and have somebody take us around every ballpark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you got to have a
West
driver
Coast
now.
trip.
You got to have a
Hire
driver. That's my driver.
Yeah.
All right.
Andy Sapala.
Gotta need two drivers. One's got to rest sometime.
Y'all know Andy's buying a new car soon.
No.
it's not.
His old
I
Blue
don't
gonna be
believe
Yeah.
gone.
that.
He ain't getting rid of
Blue.
Blue.
I don't believe
He
that
didn't
for a
drive
minute.
Blue this week. He didn't drive Blue this week.
No.
way.
He had to leave Blue in Conover. Couldn't make it back again.
He's
well,
out
that's
there
not
this week
for me.
too. Is he going back to get it before it goes back? Or?
He's coming back Friday. He's gone now.
I know
They're doing a
why
day.
he didn't drive old Blue.
Can't make it, man.
It don't have no
It's-
radio.
It's 130 degrees outside.
No,
No
air
AC.
conditioning.
He can't run the air conditioning and the headlights at the same time.
For our listeners that don't know, Andy Zapala he's got a Honda. He's getting close to like 500,000 miles.
Yeah, it's got 500,000 miles almost.
Yes.
480,000
He
miles.
had homeless people living in it when he got deployed. Batteries. This guy.
Yeah. It's sitting in the parking lot. I went out there and had to change the battery and
We were going to take a
tires were
trip, and
flat.
he's like, "Hey man, bring one of your wireless speakers." I was like, "For what?" He goes, "So we have some list through the car." I was like, "I'm driving. I'm driving my truck, dude. We're going to have something to listen to on the radio. We ain't listen to it."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had to get
For
a tetanus
sure.
shot riding with him to work. Tetanus shot. There's rats and everything. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
He's like, man, don't pay them any attention. They won't pay you any attention. What the hell?
This is their home. This is their
Yeah.
home. You're a visitor.
Old Blue ain't gonna get 500,000. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
Oh,
He's gonna try. He's gonna try. I'm sure.
He'll be pushing it to get 5. He'll push the car behind it. And he ain't gonna push it far.
Do we have an idea what he's going to get?
He's gonna. I assume he's gonna buy his wife a Honda Pilot, and then he's gonna take her
Take the
car.
old Honda Accord. We do need to list that old Blue when old Blue retires. We definitely have to put a listing out for that to see how much money we get for it.
We need to buy some tannerite, go up to my land and just blow it.
Blow it up.
Blow it.
Oh, and do it on the show, man. That would be
Oh
awesome.
gosh, yes.
That would be cool.
He
I
probably
agree.
cry. He's pretty emotionally attached to that.
He's
gets a little-
and he gets offensive about it.
He does get a little butthurt when we talk about Old Blue.
Don't talk about Old Blue. And Old Blue's drove me a lot of places, so I don't want to talk a lot of bad stuff about Old Blue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Man. He's probably gonna park in his backyard and ain't gonna ever go anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. He if anyone deserves a new, nice, comfortable ride,
It's Andy's wife.
It's Andy's wife.
Andy's wife.
I was gonna say it's Crystal.
Absolutely. Oh goodness.
So Joe, you gonna spin us some wisdom there, big guy?
I don't have a bunch tonight. I would just say, fellas, we all know it's like 1,000 degrees outside. So I played golf this morning, teed off at 8, was done at 12, and I almost passed out on the last hole. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was drinking heavy amounts of water. So, fellas, I want to do this podcast for a long time. So don't nobody go dying in the heat. So if you're outside and you don't have to work, stay inside. Because I got some bad news for you. Summer has not even started. It doesn't start till next week.
Which I'll be at the beach burning up, but that's cool.
Hey, I'll be at the beach next week. Where are you going to be?
Down Surfside.
That's where I'm going to be.
Are you serious?
No, I'm going to be in Surf City, North Carolina, but that'd been cool, though.
That'd been cooler.
We got Big Father's Day weekend coming up. Anybody got when are y'all leaving for the beach?
Saturday. Yeah, man. I mean, all of us are fathers. I hope you guys have a great Father's Day too. What about you, Timmy?
I'm going up to the casino. So we're going up. My mother-in-law's husband, his birthday is Friday or Saturday, but we're going up. We get the grandson early. There's a death in that side of the family. So we're taking him up there, or actually, I think he's staying here, and we're going up to the mountains. I'm going to go to the casino, and then we'll come back. So we're leaving Friday morning, then we'll be back on Sunday, and then get to see my little man on Sunday.
Did you just use a death on that side of the family to go to the casino?
No, that was already planned. It was just we typically get the grandson on Sundays, so we had planned this trip prior. That's why it kind of came up, but I bought me a new golf bag. I've got all my gifts I need, so I'm pretty satisfied with the gifts.
How long are you staying up there?
We'll go up Friday morning, and then we're coming back on Sunday morning.
What about you, Joel?
Not a whole bunch. Wife and youngest daughter flying out tomorrow to go to Orlando for volleyball, so it'll just be me and my oldest daughter here for the weekend. So hopefully she'll get up if she's watching. I like biscuits and sausage gravy, bacon,
See,
scrambled eggs with cheese.
I'd take a cup of coffee,
yeah. or no, happy Father's Day.
It'll just be me and her. I have no big plans. I know not a lot going on besides some home improvement projects. So trying to get some work done.
Good deal, man.
Nice.
About you, Rhodes? What you doing?
Well, my son, I'm not gonna lie. Father's Day is always pretty awesome because my son's birthday either falls the day before or the day of. So his birthday is actually Sunday. So we'll be celebrating with him on Sunday, celebrating his birthday on Sunday. And then Sunday afternoon, we head to the beach. We'll be at the beach down in Surfside for the week. And
hey, me too.
Yeah, I heard you was going to be at a surfing beach. I'm not sure which one, though. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, just hanging out and enjoying the vacation.
Well, I hope y'all have a great time at the beach. And just for one person, I'm not going to name any names, but SPF 1000, I will say, make sure you lather up, don't be doing any of the spray on. You need the toothpaste thickness all over.
Bro, I'm pretty tan right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you need to take one of them big umbrellas with you, brother.
Yes. Back to the words of wisdom. Pace yourself, drink some water. It's gonna be hot out there, Be strategic about your trips to the beach. So,
and we're gonna broadcast next week, right? We're gonna roll without you, and so we'll grab the guest next week, and hopefully
Brian will be on.
Yeah, I'm jumping on from the beach, bro.
Heck yeah, man! Let's do it. Can we get?
I'm on location.
Don't get sunburned.
Is your house on the beach? I mean, tell me about the place you're staying.
I don't know. I didn't pick it out this year. There's a little guy picked out last year. So there's too much complaining, so I didn't pick it this year.
Good call. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's my words of wisdom. Let everybody else pick the house. You just pay.
you do realize it's still going to be your fault. It's a bad place because you didn't pick it out.
True, but yeah. So not me.
Well,
So I don't know anything about the house.
Well, I hope is it on the ocean or is it beachfront?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It's close to the trailer bar.
Do you got any other family going with you besides your big family? Yeah.
And,
so you got like
and Kim.
okay, heck yeah.
Frankie and Allison. Yeah.
All right.
Frankie and Allison. Yeah.
We got bedroom assignments, all that stuff.
Yes, sir. So that's how we do it. We rent a big old house, and then however many bedrooms your family needs, that's what we divide it by. However many bedrooms.
How do you guys do the like dinner plans and food plans? Does that ever
split wise? Same way we do when we go.
Not split wise. I'm just decision wise of what we're having for dinner. Is it? I seem to have trouble with that when we go out. Bring multiple families together for a trip. That's usually
because you want to have an opinion.
I don't have an opinion.
I'll cook whatever you tell me to cook, or I'll eat wherever you take me. I don't offer an opinion in those situations. Do you, Joe?
I don't. I'll tell you, so big brother Jake, a couple weeks, he's always takes his family. You know, he's got 4 kids, so he got five families down there, and they alternate a night of who's cooking dinner, and it was just so they have a menu, and if you don't like what they're fixing, dinner's on you. So I think it's pretty good that everybody shares, and somebody's not cooking every night and rotate. So he's got a good plan. I'm coming down there a couple of days and going to play some golf with him. So if he's listening, I'm gonna wear you out. So
just like me and you did when we played.
That's right.
Timmy's only got 4%. He may have just dropped, so it's time to wrap it up anyway, man.
Yep, Ronald, I appreciate you being on, buddy. Love you lots. I appreciate you being my friend over the years. I know, I'll never point my finger at you or Brian.
I remember that episode too. Yeah.
And thank you for saving my life. And, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I enjoyed this. I've been looking forward to this ever since you asked me. Well, even since last week, but it was a lot of fun. I appreciate what you guys doing. I know it helps. It's always good to talk to friends and buddies and, just talk about everything and talk about nothing. So, but I love you guys. All love you. Appreciate you. And again, I enjoyed it. Hope I didn't mess it up for you.
No, absolutely not.
Sir.
You're the best golf partner ever too, by the way.
You're very welcome. By the way, on that note, I'm going to tell you this. My son has decided he wants to play for the middle school golf. So guess who's been playing a whole lot of golf?
There you go.
Yeah, but who's going to teach him?
My son's teaching me.
Oh, okay. All right. See you guys later.
Peace out, guys. Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Love you.
All right, bye.